I'm okay. I mean, my pocket money is honestly more than enough.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so-
Yes. So yeah, for my tips, I would say you should be more for your preparation and what you're ready for and what you're gonna face.
It pushes you to always do best in yourself and not just do the movements, do the prayers,
and just
but
yada yada
you know that it's to build connectivity with
Yeah.
your Lord. So,
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Student Podcast. So today we're gonna talk about something very important for us as students,
Yes.
especially for you guys.
True.
And with me, Miss Ulya, and today with my students.
I'm Shifa from 10 Cambridge.
And I'm Anaya from 10 Cambridge.
Okay, great. So how are you today, guys?
Alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
we're doing fine.
Yeah, we're doing
Okay.
fine. Yes, alhamdulillah, we're doing great. Pretty much.
Okay. Great. Is it raining today?
I think.
Yeah, it's
Not
like-
really.
Not really.
I was yesterday.
It was
yeah,
wet though.
it was
It's
last
wet.
night.
Kind of wet. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so since you are living in dormitory, right? Okay. So how is it going in dormitory?
Lots of, how do I say it? Lots of things I have to adapt to.
Yeah.
Lots of new routines as
Yes,
well.
new
How about you,
routines.
Anaya? What do you think?
Just waking up really early in the morning. It's like a tough thing to do for most people, and that's me too. And pretty much just everything about the routines, like when do I like do this, when do I do that, and when do I sleep. I have to be in like my dorm by this time, and what time do I go after school? Like where do I go? It's pretty much very sometimes confusing, sometimes can drain me, but I think it progresses me from doing that to focus more about my future.
True, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, what about you, Shifa? You do the same?
Yeah, I mean, dorm life is a bit demanding.
Yeah, it is
but
very
demanding.
Yeah, it's demanding.
once you get to the hang of it, it's kind of like second nature to you,
Yes.
you know?
Okay. So can you deal with that one, the routine so far?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
push ourselves to
push-
deal with that routine.
strive for the
yeah,
best.
we thrive for the best. Yes, pretty much. That's our opinions about it. It's pretty tough
Okay.
around here. Yeah.
Pretty tough, but you have to go with that one.
Yep.
Okay, great. So, since we talk about discipline, I think I would love to listen from you guys. What do you think about discipline? Maybe you have your own definition or something else.
Ooh. Okay, you want me to go first?
Yes.
All right. So, in my opinion, discipline is the ability for you to follow the plan and not the mood.
Yes.
It also includes your consistency. Like, for example, in front of other people, you may look nice, but then when you're alone, you do bad things.
Yeah.
That's not really disciplined of you.
Yes.
And it's also the fact that you acknowledge and take full advantage that you are in full control of your life and you're in full control of your body. So, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Anna? What do you think?
I think that pretty much discipline, they confuse it with punishment. Now, those are two different things, but people keep thinking it's punishments, but it's not. It's more about yourself, your self-control, and consistency. That's what I go by definition by discipline. Because, yeah, it's pretty much about yourself. Just focus. That's all it takes, and not get distracted. Pretty much it.
True.
Yeah, and it's like punishment is reactive. You do something wrong, there's consequences. But for discipline is proactive. It's like you have to say no to this, say no to that. What you have to do is this, and what you have to do is that. So that's how I go by discipline.
Okay. So can you mention what kind of thing that needs discipline? For example, during your study time, for example, or in dormitory, this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. So, definitely, discipline is very emphasized in
Yeah.
things like chores.
Yes.
Because, I mean, us as dormitory students, we have to look after ourselves,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
No more mom to look for her things.
No more mama,
No more mama.
It means that you have to take care of yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, we have to clean our bed. So yeah, basically chore things. And yeah, Miss Olia, you're very right in self-study time as well. Especially when you have a tough material to tackle,
Yes.
you have to know which point you're weak at, and that one you have to push yourself to study that until you master it. How about you, Anne?
Yeah, I pretty much relate to you. Yeah, I agree with you fully because you're in discipline. And especially in dormitories, it's very specialized for that. Discipline time, discipline your studies, discipline every single thing you do has to have discipline in it. And required for studying time by yourself, because it has to include by yourself, because right now you don't have your parents, your family is very far, and you have to be here studying for your academics because it's what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to focus on for years pretty much in here.
For a year. Okay, let's begin from something like waking up in the morning. Okay, do you think you have to be disciplined on that one?
Of course.
Yes.
I mean, discipline is kind of like your jetpack.
Yeah.
You don't have that, you might trip on something.
Oh my God, yes.
And when you don't wake up early, you're basically already losing the start, you know? When you don't wake up early, you miss Fajr, and not to mention, you won't be able to be listed on the students that attend the prayer. And of course, it affects your studies as well.
Your studies, and your parents are gonna know about this. Your parents are gonna know about, because they're gonna tell our parents what we did in here, just for them to know and not to worry about us. But yeah, it includes discipline of waking up. It's very important for your body to know that you have to wake up. And sometimes a lot of people in our dormitories, they tend to, when our ablas wake us up, they tend to pretty much sleep again after.
Oh, I see.
And it's like a habit for them. And for us to take care of ourselves, we have to outcome that habit of ours that we always do every single morning. Trust me, they always do.
Okay, great. So I can say that you have no problem with waking early in the morning.
Yes.
Okay, great. And why do you think the discipline is important for students?
Well, discipline is basically a foundation here. You're on your own. You have to manage things that you haven't done before. You haven't managed things like money. Usually it's our parents like, oh, I give you this much for you to buy in the canteen. But now you're it's like a paycheck and you have to separate into different things.
You have like a limited pocket money, right?
Yes, exactly.
Limited
So
pocket money,
you have to be really smart with what you're spending. So yeah, discipline, you control yourself. What I want to buy, what I have to buy, it's two different things.
Yes,
you
pretty
have
much.
to know what you need and not what you want.
Yes, and not what you want. Yeah. Your desires, that can be aside to what you need most right now.
So yeah, discipline is the foundation basically. And again, if you don't have a good foundation, you're going to collapse.
You're gonna collapse. You're gonna lose control and everything about your future, and like, oh my God, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? And that has to be disciplined by yourself. You can't ask for your parents anymore, because obviously in here you're in dormitories. You can't ask for any of your parents. Well, they're far away, so you pretty much have to help yourself out of it, and you have overcome it by discipline.
Okay, overcome it by discipline. Okay, like a little thing that we just say, pocket money. You have to manage the money that you have. So how far? I mean, like, how is it for you guys? Do you have any problem with that one?
Oh, no,
Limited
actually.
pocket money.
Yeah, I don't really buy anything in the canteen. Barely, just wafita.
Okay. What about you, Shifa?
I'm okay. I mean, my pocket money is honestly more than enough.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so-
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, managing it is not a huge deal
Yeah,
for
for me,
me.
yeah.
So you just like simply save it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Save
And
it.
I find it also important to keep a log on what you buy, your
Yeah,
spending.
obviously.
It helps a lot.
A lot.
So that's one tip there.
Okay,
That's
so
one tip.
save your money to buy something else that
Yeah.
you think more important rather than food.
Oh my lord.
Rather than food. Anyway, so I think we're gonna move on to the next one. I can say that it sometimes feels challenging to be disciplined. Okay,
Yeah.
sometimes it can be hard to be disciplined. And what can make you lose your discipline?
Basically, things like procrastinating. You have that exhaustion in you. It's very,
It's very
it's a
draining.
full day school,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It can be exhausting sometimes, especially if you're a sporty girl.
Yes,
You have
yes.
sports and extracurriculars. that also gets in the way of discipline.
Yes.
But what's most important is that you know your limits, you don't push yourself too far. And yeah, basically that's the number one biggest challenge when it gets to discipline. Basically procrastination.
That is, I agree. Pretty much it's what you have to control every single day of your life. It's what moves time. Like you have to, in your to-do list, you have to do this, you have to do that. You have to complete it by yourself, and that's what most people struggle with, pretty much. Yes, and personally, it's what I struggle with too. And yeah, I have to be disciplined about time. Very important thing in here, especially in dormitory. So yeah, pretty much that's what I would say.
Okay, so let's compare the things. I mean, since you are now living in dormitory, so can you see that you be more disciplined here rather than at home?
Oh, that's oh my god,
very big comparison.
A huge comparison. It should be a rhetorical question.
Right, okay. So how was it like maybe when you spend your time at home?
Oh, at home? Honestly, ever since I entered the dormitory, going back home, it feels like a bit overwhelming because I don't really have a solid routine back home. In dormitory, I feel more, it's more secure.
Very secure.
Very secure. But yeah, if you ask me to compare, the discipline is just wow.
Very huge comparison. Yeah.
But of course, you have to keep up with your daily routines and things like that. So yeah.
I do too. In my daily routine at home and in here is very different by far. Like I don't have to like walk around of like one place to another. And every time I go home from here to go home, of course, it feels like I'm in a different world. You know, it's like, oh wait, I'm allowed to do this. I forgot. Like, oh wait, I can actually go on my phone. I forgot. Or like, oh wait, I can just eat whenever I want at home. I forgot. Like I keep being like that.
Yes.
So pretty much really different. Yeah.
A little pretty much different, I guess. Like even though when you want to have your meals, for example, we have time here. Okay, how do you keep up with that one? Or you just like, for example, you being late and just I don't want to eat anymore. This kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, since my meals at home aren't like it's not scheduled. It feels a bit weird if I eat outside of the scheduled time.
Exactly.
It feels a bit wrong for me.
Yeah, me too.
But of course, it has like its own enjoyment when you're able to eat whatever you want. How about you, Anna? How do you feel?
Like at my house, it's like my grandma cooks for me literally every single hour, pretty much. Like she cooks like a new meal every hour. But in here, it's regulated for us to eat in this specific hour. You know, this hour to until this hour you have to be done eating by then. So for me it's pretty like bizarre for me to like eat at that time, but I adapt, don't worry, because it's very normalized nowadays to eat like at 12 to like 1 and then 5 to 6 you have to be done by then. So I pretty much, and I'm a fast eater, so yeah, a lot of times.
Okay. So you don't have a problem with that one?
Nope, I do not.
But have you ever skip your meal?
Yes.
Don't do it again, okay?
I do,
Don't do it, okay? Because that is not good for our health. And this is also the part of being disciplined, right?
Yeah.
With the eating on time, this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's for your health too. So yeah, I shouldn't have been doing that. Yeah.
Have you ever heard or let's say read something related to discipline? Maybe you can share your opinion about this one. A book or something.
Oh well, my specialty.
Okay.
So yeah, I read this book called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and basically it states that if you make a habit your identity, then it is easier for you to follow it. And I think it goes deeper than to believing that I have to wake up on time. I have to do this. It's not because you have to. It's because of who you are. Yes. Because then, if I say I'm a doctor, but then I don't heal patients, that would be weird, right?
That would be weird.
Yes.
That's not really.
And the same goes with your routines and things like that. You have to make it a part of you. So, for example, I have to exercise. Well, you shouldn't really put it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can say like, I am someone who loves exercising. Yeah. I exercise, for example, I do cardio, things like that. Yeah. It's easier for you to follow if it's a part of you. How about you, Anaya?
I would agree with you, yeah. Pretty much I don't have any quotes from books like that because sometimes I read more of like diary books. So yeah, and I'm focused on that. But for me personally, I think it's great for you to be more specific about your routine than just putting it like a title and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to like an example, like 10 minutes you have to do this first, and then another 10 minutes you have to do that. Like it's supposed to be specific, and then when you're actually gonna do it, you're gonna be confused. Like what am I supposed to do again? Like
Yes. So you don't really go with the to-do list something.
To-do list really helps.
Yeah, very helpful.
But it would be better if the to-do list also includes details like where you're going to do it, for how long,
Yes.
when, things like that.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, I agree with her. I do to-do lists, but mostly in my mind, and mostly on paper, of course. Me too. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with her.
Okay, so you don't really go with the things like from 1 until 30 minutes, for example. You will read your book, and then for the next 30 minutes you will do this kind of thing.
Time blocking.
Yeah.
Time blocking is a solid way. It's amazing,
solid way.
honestly.
Yeah.
But usually it requires a specific app or like a format of paper, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But if you have like a regular paper, as long as you have the timestamps,
Yes.
it's already more than enough, actually.
Very beneficial.
But yeah, I think I can get it. Like, you have to figure out what is the reason. Okay,
True,
like the things that what is the objective? Why do I need to
Yeah.
do
Why
this?
do I need
Yeah.
to do this? Yeah.
Because if you have like no reason to do the things that
Then you're not passionate about it.
we have no passion to do that one. Okay, so do you have some kind of tips to give for students to be disciplined?
So for me, I guess it's along the lines of you having to know your routine.
Yeah.
You have to know what you have to do. And of course, what Visulia said, I agree. You have to know why you have to do it.
Yeah.
If I don't study for maths, I may flunk in maths. Things like that. You have to know your routine. Yeah. You have to know your routine. Because if you don't know what your day will look like,
Yeah.
it's going to be like
Confusing.
a shipwreck, basically.
Yeah.
Your things will be like all over the place and you don't know what to do. How about you, Anaya?
For me, yeah, I agree with you. It's more focused on the adaptation, being in dormitories, of course. Like, for example, like me at the start, I was really worried of what to do. Oh my God, what subjects do I have to learn again? It gets confusing for the start because that's the process, of course. You kind of pretty much, it's typical to be like that. So yeah, for my tips, I would say you should be more for your preparation and what you're ready for and what you're gonna face, you know? That's pretty much it. And you have to face what your routine, what you have to picture. Like, oh wait, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, and what you're passionate about, like what you're gonna do, you have to be very sure of it. Like 100% sure. You can't be 50-50. No. So yeah,
And-
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and it has to be followed by actions too, of course. You cannot just list it and I'll do it.
Just planning the things and then just leave it there.
Yeah, oh no, not the way to
That's
go.
not productive at all for me.
Okay, great. And as a Muslim, can you give us example how to be like a disciplined as a good Muslim, for example?
Okay, so of course praying on time,
Yeah.
and of course you have to have your iman, your faith,
Yes, your faith.
because then you have a strong foundation.
Yes,
if
your
you're scared of something, then of course you will more likely to do the obligations like praying 5 times, reading the Quran,
Yes.
things like that. You have to implement it in your faith.
Yes.
You cannot just I was born a Muslim, so I have to do this.
Yeah, I have to
No.
do this, I have to do that. No,
You can still be born a Muslim and find Allah again. So yeah, it has to be who you are again.
Yeah, even if you're born from a different family, like a different religion, you can still be Muslim. There's so many opportunities to be one. And you have to do it by heart. You can't do it just because you are a Muslim. You have to follow it by your own faith, your own belief. It's in your heart, it's in my mind. And whenever I pray to Allah, I'm just lost in there, you know. I'm talking to Allah right now, and I pray for this, I pray for that, I pray for my family to be good in health every single day. So yes.
Okay, great. So again, we talk about the things that we call reason. Yeah, we know why we do the things,
Yes.
for example, and so on. And even though as that we say praying time, it has like a definite time, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
subuh and then and so on. So this kind of thing. So can you keep up with that one?
Oh yeah.
Being on time.
Very easy.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm more than capable, honestly.
Yeah. No, I'm more than capable. Yeah, I agree with you. It's pretty easy to just go to the Wusa.
Yeah, since we are living in dormitory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close to us. And even if we are in class, we can just go upstairs and that's it.
Yes, yes.
We can keep track of that for sure.
Okay, great. What about you, Shifa?
I'm okay with it. And of course, again, because you have that internal drive and motivation,
yes.
because, your faith and
Yes, your
things like that, it pushes you to always do best in yourself and not just do the movements, do the prayers,
and just
but
yada, yada,
you know that it's to build connectivity with your Lord. So,
Yes, pretty much.
What about the procrastination?
Oh, it's such a huge problem, honestly. Procrastinating, it can be from your environment. Maybe it's just that supporting of to just sleep and not do it.
Yeah, and it's really like distracting,
And it can also be from your friends. Maybe you see them chill and then you feel the chill vibes. So,
Like you got affected.
yeah, it's
Great.
infectious.
Do you think it's a positive or a negative one?
Procrastinating is, of course. It depends on what you're doing.
It
Honestly.
can be both, like it says.
If you're procrastinating to steal, nauzubillah. Then it's a good thing. Then you
Go
don't
ahead,
take
you go,
someone's.
with the flow,
But if you procrastinate into like really important tasks, then of course it's a negative thing. But I'm sure we are all good students.
Yes, I'm pretty sure, yes.
Sure, we are good students. And since we talk about the tips, like you say before, and then can you mention one more things that just maybe one sentence to be a conclusion for this one about being disciplined?
You shouldn't be disciplined because someone told you to. You have to be disciplined because you want to fix your future.
Yes.
Okay, great,
my
great.
God, that's
Great
amazing.
quote from Shifa. Okay, next to the Anaya.
Yeah, for some people, discipline isn't like killing freedom. It creates freedom. It's mostly about yourself. When you're already managing and disciplined about your time, your sleep, your energy, and about what you're gonna study next, you're gonna be feeling freedom. So yeah, that's for me.
Okay, great. Yes. As a conclusion, again, I think you can share some vocabulary check for students about discipline.
So of course we got discipline, the main topic.
Yes, the
Okay.
main
We
topic,
have
of course.
consistency.
Consistency,
And of course your moral value because that's your inner compass.
moral value,
Your self-control.
Self-control.
self-control,
Faith, of course.
Belief, of course.
Anything else that I'd like to add?
Pretty much be strong about yourself. Believe in yourself.
believe in yourself.
It's a very big thing for you to be here because you're by yourself. You can't really ask help for anyone because it's just about yourself. Nobody knows what you're thinking of unless if it's yourself, So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Well, I can say that I'm very proud of you right now. Oh my God,
thank
you
you,
can share such an amazing insight for everyone, and I hope that everyone that watch this will find it meaningful and
Ameen.
of course that it can be like a new knowledge for them. Okay, I think that's all for today's podcast. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Come and join us.